hope all is well with you all. You've reached the latest Duggar news page. One of the former members of TLC was the Duggar family. Jim Bob Duggar, the patriarch of one of the most well-known reality TV families, has suffered a startling health crisis. Jim Bob was taken to the hospital immediately after suffering a heart attack 2 days ago. This news has shocked the family as well as their supporters and admirers. As soon as an Instagram photo of Jim Bob in a hospital bed went viral, fans from all over around the world to offer sincere words and prayers. Although they have cautioned that he won't feel better immediately, the doctors have reassured the family that they shouldn't worry just yet. Insiders claim that Jim Bob Duggar started experiencing sudden, severe chest pain 2 years ago, and that his wife Michelle and their many children are emotionally and psychologically upset about the idea of leaving the man who has long been the center of their close-knit, if sometimes tense, family. While at home in Arkansas a few nights ago, people close to the Duggar family claim that the 59-year-old patriarch was at a peaceful family reunion when the pain worsened, causing him to faint and have trouble breathing. Family members who were surprised acted quickly. Michelle and a few of the older kids pleaded for help shortly after they got there. Paramedics reached the Duggar residence in a matter of minutes and took Jim Bob to a nearby hospital. Minutes. According to reports, medical experts determined that the incident was a heart attack. Medical personnel reportedly rushed him to an emergency room in an attempt to restore his cardiac function, according to people with knowledge of the matter. Initial reports indicate that the Duggar family experienced intense fear and tears in the days leading up to his hospitalization. He was clutching his chest and holding his breath, an insider said. Despite Michelle's best efforts, the kids were all too scared to say anything. Jim Bob's family and friends had already heard that he had been admitted before he had even reached the hospital. A picture of Jim Bob surrounded by medical equipment appeared a few hours later. For lines, monitors, and a hospital bed appeared online. Users swiftly confirmed the photo's legitimacy after it went viral on Instagram accounts that cover the Duggar family. Many of the family's ardent supporters and admirers posted their sincere thoughts in the comment section. Condolences and supportive remarks. I'm praying for you, Jim Bob. You and your loved ones can rest assured that God has never left your side. One supporter wrote. May the Duggar family continue to be resilient. Your impact has touched so many lives, another person said. The goal we all have is healing. The next day, Jim Bob's family released the first public statement on behalf of the medical professionals who had been treating him. They were aware of the dangers of the heart attack, but it was underlined that nobody should panic right away. Well done, sir. According to one doctor, Duggar is doing well and reacting to his medication. Although his recuperation will take time, positive indications have surfaced. While doctors tried to alleviate public anxiety, the Duggar family remained apprehensive and fearful within the hospital. Michelle Duggar looked clearly upset. Some who witnessed her in the hospital hallways during their decades-long marriage, multiple pregnancies and she has stuck by Jim Bob despite public scandals. Michelle has shed a lot of tears. A source said, though she's anxious, she's attempting to be strong for the sake of the children. The Duggar children hurried to the hospital after learning the news. Many of them have grown up and started their own families. Considering everything else they've experienced as a family, this feels out of the ordinary. They stay by their father's side and support their mother because they see their father as an anchor. Family. Waves of members arrived at the scene. First to Jenna, then to Joanna, and last to Jessa John David. Everyone was reportedly shocked by the news. Even those who had broken off ties with the family's inner circle. The kids were crying and hugging each other. It was a sharp reminder of how fragile life is, according to an insider. Regardless of their current situation, Jim Bob's recovery was all that mattered to the family. Both proponents and opponents of Jim Bob's assertions pointed to the bed served as the main focal point of the picture of him in the hospital. When the image was shared with hashtags like it went viral very fast. The audience took to the hashtags #DuggarStrong and #PraisingBob. Prayers, Bible passages, and heartwarming stories from fans who felt the Duggars' example and wanted to share it with the world were all included in a lot of Instagram posts. We have learned so much from you about family and faith. Our hearts are with you as you ask God to heal you, Jim Bob, said one supporter. At the same time, though, discussions concerning the family's complicated public past were triggered by the picture's success. While some people were completely in favor, others believed that it was a bad idea to broadcast such a private event online. However, most commenters felt sorry for the man who had turned his home into a reality TV business. Jim Bob was reassured by anonymous medical experts that heart attacks are common and usually treatable quickly, despite the fact that they are dangerous for someone his age. Providing the patient with care as soon as possible, as much as possible, is essential. One cardiologist said it was fortunate that Mr. Duggar's family acted quickly. Rest alone won't be enough for his recovery. Additionally, the doctors say he will need to make major changes to his lifestyle. Jim Bob needs to unwind. That much is for sure. It's not easy being a politician, a television personality, and a father to 19 kids. He was counseled by another expert to put his health first in a way he had never done before. This comprises lowering stress, getting regular exercise, and maintaining a healthy diet. It's not enough to just survive the heart attack. Your top priority should be to stop the next one. Even though Michelle Duggar has long been the family's leader, the current circumstance has brought attention to her new role as caregiver. Witnesses claim that she never left Jim Bob's side, whether it was to hold his hand, say a prayer out loud, or offer consoling words. Michelle's eyes convey her pain, but one medical. According to the expert, she has been a rock. She hardly ever leaves his side, except for short breaks that her doctors prescribe. Michelle has been very reliant on her older children for help, according to her family. Since many of the children are now adults with their own families, it has been both necessary and comforting for the Duggar siblings to stay close during this time. Watching the Duggar kids has been heartbreaking for some people and inspiring for others. Assemble at the medical facility. Siblings have often taken turns sitting by their father's bed in the waiting room because of their large family. They had been reading the Bible together, singing low-pitched songs, and praying, someone said. They seem to be putting up a religious wall around their father. A number of the kids have taken the initiative to update other family members and speak with their doctors. The issue has demanded everyone's complete attention, one insider said. Everyone helps out, whether it's taking calls, cooking Michelle's meals, or just being there for her emotionally. Outside the medical center, supporters have come together in a variety of ways, such as prayer chains, online support groups, and even smaller get-togethers at nearby churches. Duggar fan pages posted live prayer sessions on Facebook. Videos of supporters that were uploaded to TikTok soon received thousands of views. Despite the Duggars' well-known lack of popularity, their supporters came together in support of them. Many people felt a sense of familiarity when they heard about Jim Bob's hospitalization, because the family has been so forthcoming about sharing their lives on television. One of their fans said, "We feel like we know them. We watch them develop. It is our sincere hope that Jim Bob is now doing well." Despite all of the help they have gotten, the Duggars have still been able to attract public attention. Questions concerning the family's legacy surfaced while they were in the hospital, resulting from their lengthy history of scandals, which include both public and internal conflicts. Most viewers believe this to be finalized. However, as one reporter stated, "This is an account of real people, regardless of your opinion of the Duggars. It nearly killed a father of 19 children. His loved ones are suffering and need your help." Jim Bob is being closely monitored by doctors, and recent reports indicate that his condition is stable. He needs to put rest and recuperation first, as stated by the physicians, who have not yet specified when he is able to travel. On the other hand, the Duggar family is getting ready for what might be a protracted recuperation process. Insiders claim that the siblings are already planning how to make their father feel less stressed when he returns home. It has been proposed by many that Michelle's children and grandchildren alternate visits with him. She would have time to heal emotionally as well. The Duggar family's top priorities for the time being are still faith, family, and hope. "We have faith that God is working for a reason. Even though this is difficult, we are sure that we can overcome it as a team," one relative stated. Jim Bob Duggar was admitted to the hospital for reasons other than just his health. It is an important turning point for a well-known American reality TV family. Arguments in favor of kindness were momentarily put on hold, and many prayers were answered. all because it made its adherents realize how fragile life is. The best thing is to remain steadfast while the patriarch heals. The Duggar family's greatest challenge to date. And to watch how they do it, millions of people are watching. One thing is certain, even though the next chapter has not yet been written, this predicament has revealed Jim Bob Duggar's humanity to both family and fans. Jim Bob Duggar has been in the hospital for the last 3 days. Even after the initial shock of his heart attack has passed, his loved ones and the millions of fans who have followed the Duggars for almost 20 years are still in shock over the tragedy. Dwindled. Jim doctors say Bob's condition is still stable. However, the road to recovery is fraught with uncertainties and obstacles. The hospital vigil has challenged Michelle Duggar's and her kids' unshakable faith. Porters around the world are anxiously awaiting information and posting their thoughts, prayers, and hopeful messages on social media. The family is surrounded by a strong yet vulnerable atmosphere.